Yo, what's up? Welcome back. Kyle Rest here with Hydro Mind. In this video, I'm gonna show you how to correct and improve your paddling technique. This is super important because when you're efficient with your movements, you're more economical with your energy, you have more endurance, so you can catch more waves with less effort. So the way I teach this is there's two different types of paddle strokes. Number one is travel mode. That's what you're gonna be using 90% of the time to get out past the break, to navigate around the lineup, to change your positioning, all that stuff. It's to use as little muscle as possible so you don't spend as much effort. And the other mode is power mode. That's the second one. You only use that for the 3 to 5 strokes right before you get into a wave, and you use a lot more muscle and you completely change your movements. So to correct these movements and to build them into your mind, you need to do them repetitively, but you have to do them correctly repetitively. Now there's something called the law of facilitation. So when you do things over and over and over, it starts to build neural pathways that are super, super strong. So to do things that are habits takes less effort because those pathways are so strong. To deviate from that pathway takes tons of energy. So if you think about when you wake up in the morning to brush your teeth, tomorrow morning, try to wake up in the morning and brush your teeth with the opposite hand. I almost guarantee you'll forget to do it because it's so ingrained into you. So that's how the law of facilitation works. It makes things that become habits almost effortless to do. So when you practice this and you correct your paddling technique, but you ingrain it through those neural pathways, you will never have to think about it. It will automatically happen. You use all the right muscles. You spend your energy as efficiently as possible. Surf longer, catch more waves, and be safer in the water when you have a lot more energy to go around. So the first one, travel mode. The things you want to notice here are shoulders and spine. So for travel mode, you want to keep your spine straight, chest up, but you don't want to rock your shoulders. Your shoulders are going to stay flat like this, and it's just using your back muscles right here. Pretty much only using these muscles to pull your arms back, and it'll be a tricep workout too because it's a static hold with your tricep because you're holding your arms straight against the resistance of the water, and then there's all the wrist and hand things as well. So it's going to be a bit of a core workout too because so your paddle strokes, if you're on your board, if you're flat down like this, your paddle stroke is lazy and it's not in the power zone because you're reaching out too far, but your chest is up off your board and your stroke is right there in the power zone. So it's gonna be a back workout too. So to correct all of this at the same time for travel mode, we're just gonna use these power bands. Super, super important. So I'll hook them up high. You can hook these up onto a top of a door. If you want these, there'll be a link in the description, but we'll talk about that more in a sec. So what you wanna do, if you have it at the door, you wanna kind of point your spine so it's just almost just a little bit above it. And when you do this, you wanna make sure that your head isn't down. You wanna have your head up like this, and all you gotta do, keep your spine straight, keep your head up, and just 1, 2. Another bonus tip, the way you wanna breathe, tempo is super important. So you wanna mimic the tempo that you're gonna actually paddle at. So ideally, like you think about when you throw a ball, you exhale, so that's your power to exhale, right? But if you try to throw a ball and inhale, that's weak. So I call this weak side breathing. So you take your weakest arm and you do the power breath cycle, the out. So I'm right-handed, so my left hand is my weak one, so I exhale with the left paddle. Keep the tempo, because ideally you'd be able to exhale on both, but then the tempo would be, right? You hyperventilate, you're not getting deep breaths, so that's super important. And then another tip, you also want to make sure you're deep belly breaths. So I'll show you again. So exhale with the left hand. And it's really just hitting those muscles and hitting these muscles, keeping my posture up high against that resistance. So that's super, super important. And the second one is the power stroke. So again, the 3 to 5 strokes right before you catch a wave. What's gonna change here is the spine's gonna twist and the shoulders are gonna rock. So it's gonna look like this. Whereas the travel mode looks like this, power mode looks like this. A lot more energy, you get into your obliques, there's a longer reach, it's a deeper stroke, your shoulders are rocking, it's your core, it integrates everything. So all of a sudden, when you're trying to use as little muscle as possible, be super efficient, all of a sudden every muscle gets turned on all at the same time. So it takes a ton of energy. That's why you never want to paddle that way 90% of the time, because it's really, really expensive as far as energy goes. So it'll look like this. So we want to put a little bit more tension on it, and then it's one at a time. Notice the bigger twist. Okay, I'm gonna move you back a bit here because I can't really see. So it looks like this. So it's subtleties, right? It's like, it's all like I said before, it's just the spine starts to twist and the shoulders start to rock. That turns on so many different muscles. It's such a different thing. So to add these to your workout, you just want to be able to do these to exhaustion, right? So my recommendation for you is to do the travel mode as much as possible. So if you have a lot of time, if you turn on the TV or something, you're watching a show, just do travel mode. Do it till you're like 90% till exhaustion, take a rest, and then after you take your rest, do a few powers, take a rest, do a few travels, and just do that to fit the amount of time that you have. So you're gonna correct your technique, you're gonna build the muscles, you're gonna strengthen your breathing pathway, all while you're standing in your living room, just watching TV or whatever, right? So if you don't do this, and all you do is build your paddle strength in the water, you may be getting too tired, and then when you get tired, you lose your technique, and then that, again, the law of facilitation, you're building negative pathways in your mind that are gonna make you paddle improperly, you're gonna burn out, and then if you're at home just watching TV without this, you get more adapted to land, so your upper body starts to get weak because you're walking on your legs all the time, go back to the water, and you're getting less and less and less, your technique's getting worse and worse and worse. If you do this, your technique, your endurance, your power, your strength, your confidence, everything goes up all the time. Every time you enter the water, you're gonna be that much better. So these come with my paddle strength system that I have that I would like to get you involved with. Now, if you go to the description below, you'll get a link to where you can get these. They come with all the video training, videos just like this, and a whole bunch of other ones, plus a whole bunch of bonuses. So you gotta go there and check it out. If you're interested in improving your paddling technique, improving your endurance, catching more waves, having more confidence, and having more fun, that's exactly what this is all about. My name is Kyle Breath, it's Hydro Mind. Thanks a lot for watching. If you like this video, please hit like and subscribe. It'll help me help more surfers just like you catch more waves. And if you want to see more videos, click right here. Thanks a lot.